find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
Smash Mouth Footballers. Introducing Nick Tate, Joe Caldero, Chad Young, Smash Mouth Footballers.
Hey, welcome to Smash Mouth Footballers. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
Good Cadillac.
And guys, we got Monday Night Madness. Oh my goodness, we got two awesome games coming up on Monday. Honestly, I think we'll be stuck to the TV as soon as they start.
Yep, let's start Bills and Falcons.
Things to talk about right here is that it's going to be strength against strength, right? So the Bills, they are... Hey, look, they've only failed to score 30 points one time this year. They've had 3 turnovers against New England. This Falcon team has 6 takeaways. The Bills lead the NFL with 37 explosive plays. And the Falcons have only given up 14 explosive plays this year, second fewest in the NFL. You want to talk about one of your plays? You picked Drake London.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in my top 5 wide receivers this week. I'm a little worried about Penix, who I got the 23rd quarterback, but I mean, I look at what's going on here with the passing yards the Falcons have gone. It's the stat that we really care about in the passing game is the fact that look, the Falcons have had 30+ multiple gains where they use motion, right? Yeah, motion. And they use motion 53% of the time. Well, guess what?
The Bills are not good at it.
The Bills are not good at it. The Bills allow third most in the NFL by points whenever teams go use motion against them.
Yeah, so Drake London, he was my player of the week against a defense that is a little bit better than the Commanders' defense they just played against the pass. I think Drake London could have 80 yards and a touchdown in this game. He'll have probably 7 to 9 targets. The emergence of Kyle Pitts is going to take some of that from him. Kyle Pitts is doing great. But the guy I want to talk about is Bijan. Bijan is the weapon, especially with the way that the top running backs have fallen a little bit. You've got Derrick Henry, Saquon. They're kind of struggling a little bit right now. Bijan I don't worry about Bijan at all.
5 straight games of 100 yards per scrimmage, and that's tied active with just Christian McCaffrey. He is your hero RB1. I mean, where you draft him, this is what you got. You got him. You did good.
Yeah. He's and Algier. If the Falcons play this one right, they're going to run the ball. They're going to run it. They're going to control that clock. They need to control the clock because if they do not control the clock, the Bills are probably the best in the league at controlling the clock with those 9-minute drives that they do. So if the Falcons get up by whatever means necessary, they need to control the clock. They need to run it with Bijan, Algier. They need to just run, especially with Penix kind of struggling right now. And don't throw the ball away.
Like we talked about strength for strength. You know, the Bills' defense has only allowed the 6th fewest fantasy points to wide receivers. I don't think that matters. Drake London's going to have 10 targets. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to have over 20 fantasy points. They need it. They need him. And Penix cannot struggle because they need this game. They're 2-2. They lost that game against Carolina. It was a bad loss. And where they just blew out. They got blown out. And look, James Cook, right? Mm-hmm. James Cook and Jonathan Taylor look to be, with Bijan, probably the 1, 2, 3 running backs in the NFL right now.
Yeah. To me, Jonathan Taylor is number 1. Cook is number 2. Yeah. Bijan 3. And CMC 4.
Yeah. And then looking at that, I mean, Lamar Jackson's out. So Josh Allen is the number 1 quarterback in the NFL right now going forward. And I mean, you're going to play them. I don't trust a wide receiver for the Broncos. The Bills. The Bills this week. I don't trust Keon Coleman. I don't trust Khalil Shakir. Nope. I just really don't. And the way Dalton Kincaid's been eating lately, I play him.
Yes, Dalton Kincaid will continue.
Yep.
Cook will get a lot of passes out of the backfield. And I think that the Bills have so much confidence in themselves that they'll try to control the clock from the jump, from the beginning of the game. If they get the coin flip, look for one possession each in the first quarter.
Yeah, and the reason I say that about the wide receivers is Atlanta's allowing the fewest passing yards per game, 108.
So, sneaky good pass defense.
I mean,
man, who would have thought that?
Yeah, well, AJ Terrell, I mean, I loved him coming out of Clemson. Now he's finally, I think, coming somewhat of a shutdown corner over there. And that defensive scheme, since they got that new defensive coordinator, like, it's really flipped the script for Atlanta. And I mean, their whole team is based on defense. I wish they would get better in the red zone, especially with Bijan and Kyle Pitts. But
Cook, I think Cook runs for probably one touchdown. Probably 110 all-purpose yards in this one. I don't think it's going to be a crazy number.
Yeah.
You know, Dalton Kincaid, maybe 6 targets, 70 yards.
He's been eating. I don't understand why he wouldn't now. Yeah.
So, but I don't know which receiver is going to emerge. It's not going to be Keon Coleman because AJ Terrell's going to be all over him. I
don't trust any of them. I don't trust any of them. Like I said, I play Cook, Kincaid, Allen.
Yeah. Be careful with them receivers. Keon Coleman cannot create separation.
I mean,
Khalil Shakir, if it's not across the middle, where you're not going there against Atlanta. So
he doesn't drop the ball. I mean, just throw it. Yeah, he doesn't drop the ball. But I mean, Atlanta's really good against that pass. I mean, Kincaid and
just run it.
Yeah, just run it.
This is going to be a running. This is going to be a running game.
Yep,
both sides.
And look, the other game we got the Bears and Commanders. Both of your plays for the week came from this game,
yeah, buddy. Hey, look, I love this game.
Yeah, I noticed you did.
It's going to be a hot game, high scoring. I mean, we're looking at Vegas looking at 50.5. So both these guys came into it last year as rookie quarterbacks, and they've been trying to prove, that who was the number one pick in the draft and who should have been. And last year, Jaden Daniels said, "I'm the guy."
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this bomb. I'm gonna throw this Hail Mary.
That's it.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that was the funnest part. Was the game last year? Is that the Bears thought they had that licked. And that Hail Mary was awesome.
Talking trash to the fans.
Fans.
They're ready to go to the
hey, we're just waiting for this throw. Yeah. We're done, and then they got a touchdown? What?
But you got to remember, that was a shootout.
Yes. And Caleb Williams has improved dramatically. Odunze is just doing amazing things. He's become the wide receiver one that they've wanted. Mm-hmm. We've spoken about before, their run game is just almost annihilated. I mean, it's very little, so they're going to be air raiding this ball. And then for the Commanders to keep up on top of that, I mean, Krosky Merritt is a passing running back. There's going to be a lot of throwing the ball going around. I think this is a takeaway. I think they back and forth the whole time. The score should be really, really high. This is just going to be a fun game to watch. I don't think anybody shuts anybody down in here. I think it's going to be last man standing. Mm-hmm. 30 seconds to go, and who scores the last field goal, touchdown, whatever the case.
Unlike the Bills-Falcons game, which is going to be a running game. It should be. Yeah. By all metrics, it should be just run.
Right.
This Bears-Commanders game is going to be throw. So what do you do? Which one is more exciting? Which one do you watch because they're going to overlap?
They're going to overlap, and I hate that. I'm going to have to put 2 TVs in there. I wish Monday night would get back to just one game. One spectacularly great game.
Right.
I mean, we got flex schedules and all this now. Like, I'm going to have to pay attention to both these games at one time, and we're in Central. If we don't at Central Time, I feel bad for people on the East Coast. Regardless, you're up all night watching these games. NFL, please stop doing this.
Yeah,
please stop doing this to us.
I would barbecue and everything because we knew 2 of the top teams are playing Monday night, no matter what.
Prime time,
yeah.
And don't miss a second of it, man. No. I'd be locked in an hour before kickoff. Yeah. Now you're just like, man, what do I do?
I just got off work and there's already football going.
Yeah. And it might be 2 terrible teams.
Why I love Sunday mornings, like with the London game and stuff, like you wake up, you wake up, you go to, like, I wake up, I go to church by 11, I can go somewhere for brunch, and I got football on, and I'm happy. Like, it's football into football. Monday night, I can't do it, and then I got to go to work the next day, and it's just terrible. And you talked about this game, the Bears Commanders game. You know what I'm looking forward to? Like, Ben Johnson is one of the best offensive minds in NFL.
Great.
And he had a bye week last week. And so, he had that extra time to plan for this Commanders team. He's going to script plays.
Yep.
He is going to script at least 15 to 20 plays. He's going to script 2 series where he's going to want Caleb Williams, who's playing very, very good ball. Odunze, your pick. He's number one. He's the number one option. 5 touchdowns this year. He's going to have those 2, at least 2 series scripted going in here with a week off, and I love that. This is going to be the first time where number 1 and number 2 picks play each other on the next season, and Chicago, like you picked Krosky Merrick. Look, Chicago ranks 31st in rushing yards allowed, 164 a game. So you said this was going to be passing. I disagree with you.
Yeah, I mean,
the Commanders. It was a three-headed back. Well, it ain't that anymore. Krosky Merrick had 111 yards in week 5. I think he goes over that in week 6 against this weak Chicago run defense. He's become a complete back. And Cliff Kingsbury's got him going well. He's gonna. I mean, look, this is gonna game where like Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze, and look, DeAndre Swift is gonna have to catch the ball a little bit over the middle too. They're gonna need that weapon because I don't think it's DJ Moore, and I haven't seen much from these tight ends.
Nope.
So
nothing.
So if not, there's a chance Jaden Daniels and Krosky Merritt can just run the ball down their throats.
I wouldn't disagree with you if I thought that the Commanders were going to be up early. I don't think that. I think the Bears are going to be up early, just like they were last year.
Yeah.
And then the Commanders had to fight back to get into the game. I think if the Bears get there early, the Commanders are in trouble. No Scary Terry. Debo is their guy. Krosky Merritt can catch the ball.
Yeah.
So if Krosky Merritt does good as a running back, I don't think it's going to be as a runner. Even though Bears have a weak run defense, I think it's going to be catching the ball because to me the Bears are going to be up.
I think this is going to be a high scoring game, especially early on. But I don't think the Commanders do it throwing the ball down the field. I think the Commanders do it with Jaden Daniels scrambling. I think they do it with Krosky Merritt just breaking off chunks of run. I think there's going to be a game script where it's like RPO 10 yards, RPO 12 yards. Look, Debo, let's get Debo in the backfield for some wrinkles in this play game. And that's why I think it's going to be high scoring. I think like you're not going to see bombs or anything like that. You're going to see, well, you may see it from the Bears, but I think the Commanders are just going to be it's going to be chunk run plays. It's going to be chunk run plays. It's going to be back to back. And this is, I like as much as I think that Falcons game is going to be, like, I really would like these games flipped where like the Commanders and Bears played first, because I think this game's going to be the funner game to watch.
It's going to be more exciting.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Nick.
Yep.
Your guy, Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
What do you think he does in this game?
Man. Last week he did nothing.
Yeah.
So I think they have to include him in this one, honestly, especially against the Bears and the way they play against the tight end. He's his end zone threat. And with Debo, there's no Terry McLaurin, anything like that. I think he gets way more involved. I don't think he gets amazing tight end points, but I think he gets a touchdown, maybe 40 to 50 yards.
Yeah, I was thinking 4 receptions for about 40 yards and maybe a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that's where it ends.
Yeah. Do you think Caleb Williams, Chad, throws for 300 yards in this game?
Yeah, I do. He's going to have to. I think he's going to be scripted, and Ben Johnson's going to come out the gate. He's had an extra week to plan, and he has to. Their record's 2-2, right? Mm-hmm.
2-2.
Yeah, and because of that bye week, and they had that glass game, and it slipped away from them. Well, they don't that's going to be burned with them. Yeah. They could easily be 3-1 right now.
With the weakness they have in their run game, they're going to have to throw the ball.
They're going to have to throw the ball.
If Lattimore's plays at the level that he's played in the past, and he's on Odunze, DJ Moore might get a couple of passes here.
Yeah,
DJ Moore, he's going to get 3 no matter what, but you're not looking for 3 passes out of your flex.
Look, I moved Caleb Williams up significantly in my quarterback rankings because of what he's done so far this year, his connection with Rome Odunze, and look, the bye week. The bye week says it all, an extra week to plan and everything, and Ben Johnson is just...
He's a genius.
He's a genius. So... they're going to be involved. They're going to throw the ball over the field, I think, and the Commanders are going to run the ball. This is a very strong running game against a very weak run defense. And it's going to be the opposite. You got a up and coming great passing game with a week's of rest and game plan, and against the Commanders' defense, that's somewhat weak. So it's going to be it's both weak on strength, and it's who's going to play, who's going to make the plays, who's going to make the big chunk plays.
Right.
Yep.
So Caleb Williams, I picked him in the beginning of the year to have 4,000 yards. He's on pace right now to have 3,900 yards. He needs to pick up his passing game so I look right.
Yeah.
But if he does throw 4,000, he's the first Bears quarterback in recent memory to do it. He's on pace to have the same passing yardage as a Mr. Mahomes.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see Caleb Williams play a little off script more. I know it's not in the offense and all that.
That's not Ben Johnson's style.
It's not within the offense or anything, but if he did, I think we'd see the sky's the limit for the kid. A little off script, a little backyard football would be nice to see. But
that's what's winning the NFL right now.
Yeah, and
fun.
Yeah.
Do you worry about Jaden Daniels at all, Nick? Coming off that injury?
I don't worry about him as far as that. I do worry about him as our fantasy value going forward. I mean, he's not really producing fantasy football points that I would like to see in a QB. The one thing I do like about Jaden Daniels, he hasn't thrown any interceptions this year.
Yeah.
So
he's very careful.
He's
very careful with the ball.
That's it. So I mean, he was out. He's down comparably to a lot of other quarterbacks for the year as far as passing percentages and everything else. But he hasn't made hardly any mistakes. So, and what we're talking about with a lot of that run game play. So he's going to take away from his fantasy value this week too.
Who do you think wins?
I'd like to see the Commanders win
because of Krosky Merritt. That's your guy.
Yeah, but other than that, I really can't throw a coin in this one. I'm looking at projections. They're saying that 64% says the Commanders will win, but I don't think that's. I think it's a lot closer. I think it's almost 50-50.
It is 50-50. This is easily one play could sway this either way.
Yeah. It's in Washington.
I think this goes down to the last 4 minutes of the game,
it did last time.
It came to the last pass,
last second.
Yeah.
So you think Washington wins?
Yeah, because it's at home.
I think if the Bears score first, the Bears win.
I think there's a big possibility the Bears score first because I think Ben Johnson's going to have a play script for those.
Do we have any disagreement that the Bills win the other game?
No,
I think that's what's going to happen. I think.
It'll be closer than we think, but
I think Allen and Cook are going to wheel them to that win.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So especially coming off a loss last week, I think there's a little bit of animosity there. Those guys play with some ferocity and fight in them. They're not just there for that paycheck.
And Josh Allen is so good, man.
Yeah. So I just don't see it. I don't see the Bills losing. Of course, we didn't see the Eagles losing either, but it should be the Bills.
Look, man, you see Josh Allen rolling out, making some of these passes that he does. It's just insane, and that's why they lead the NFL with explosive plays, and that's not gonna stop. That's not gonna stop.
That team wins with Josh Allen's legs.
Yeah.
What game? It was a couple of games ago. He single-handedly won the game for him.
Yeah, he came back for the Ravens game. The Ravens game, he came back in the fourth quarter. I said, "Do what?" Had a huge bet on that game, and
where he was bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, he's just brilliant. The Falcons, they got to do a couple things. They got to get better in the red zone. The Falcons have got to get their pass defense is getting great, not elite yet. But I don't think it matters in this game because Josh Allen runs the ball and James Cook is such a beast.
Mm-hmm.
So
agreed.
Yeah.
And the Falcons, they got a lot to clean up. I mean, their quarterback is a big issue. And those people who don't believe that the quarterback must be an elite player to dominate, you are sadly mistaken. It is written on the wall every time you turn around in every high school, college, all the way through the NFL. That quarterback has to be an elite player for you to dominate. It just has to be. And then you build on top of that. Like Josh Allen doesn't have these amazing, great wide receivers like Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams and all these other things like that. He's got down the middle wide receivers, but his play style and his ability is what wheels a lot of that. Now he's got a great running back, which takes away from a lot of things from him as well.
Very good tight end.
Tight ends are great, but that quarterback game is what's so important. I mean, and when that quarterback fails, I mean, let's go back to the Giants, right? So you had Russell Wilson. He's lost so many steps in that position, and then Jackson Dart comes along and starts dominating. The team starts winning. Anything from emotion to
just sheer will.
I was trying to to get the ball going. But the thing is that QB means a lot to a winning team.
Do you think at this point the Falcons would do better with Kirk Cousins opposed to Penix?
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah, I do.
I think Penix is a failed experiment. He's a backup quarterback because he has a lot of flaws to his game. Yeah. He's a backup quarterback, and I'm going to say something to you guys that you're not going to agree with. Rattler is a backup quarterback. He is not.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah. So all these people that are on social media and everything saying Rattler is doing this and great, and he's a quarterback one. He is not a quarterback one. He has a lot of flaws to his game.
Yeah. No. But I just stay patient with. I'm not ready to say that just yet because I mean Penix is his second year in the NFL. He didn't start all the games last year. I mean, same thing with Rattler. He's a 4th round pick. I don't expect him to be a starter in this league. I don't.
I say I worry about Penix because he needs a quarterback guru, a whisperer, and he doesn't have that. He needs someone to get him to quit throwing the ball into triple coverage. He needs someone to.
Oh, he'll learn that. I mean, it's
or he won't.
I mean, he won't. But I mean, you got to learn how to diagnose defense. It takes a while. Like you go out there, it's a puzzle. Like I've seen, like if you watch all 22 film on some of these quarterbacks, you can see where they disguise you go into motion, and this is kind of what's helping Atlanta a little bit why they go in motion so much. So it helps him diagnose if it's man or it's zone. And you see, like they'll go from a single high. And you look like it's cover 1, and then they'll go into a zone man concept where they have 2 in the middle, like Tampa 2 and stuff like that. Defense is doing a better job of disguising zone and blitz. And then you got this awesome what defensive coordinators are doing now where they're running zone until you go high, and then you got one man, zone 1, covering man, a deep safety on that deep guy. And it's hard for a young quarterback who was used to college, first of all. Your corner in college, many of them ain't even going to be in the NFL, let alone like you got nickel corners who were the best. And like they said in the NFL, you know what, in the NFL, hey, everybody in the NFL has their jersey hanging in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. This is a different game. Quarterback is very, very hard to play. Every game's a puzzle. Every play's a puzzle. So disguise and all that, like I'm not ready to quit on some of these players, especially when I watch what defense is doing on all 22 films. So
Falcons are building a very good defense. They're building one. By next year, they should have a top 5, maybe top 8 defense.
They need more pass rushers, and they invested that heavily this year in their pass. Look, say what you will about there, but they're not giving away yards in passing. Okay,
right. I think Falcons defense keeps this game closer than we think it will be.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe 7 to 10 point difference.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all I got to say about it, guys.
All right. Well, that's Monday Night Football, guys. Till next time. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldera.
The Cadillac.
And we're out.
Smash Mouth Footballers.
This ain't no regular thing.
Artlist.io.
I shoot my shot and it's clean. This from my city, yeah, this from my team. If you talking, it's how to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, I'm champion. The game is in trouble. I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle. I got it for real. Still keep me going. I wake
Music
up
licensing reimagined.
In the field, man of the town. You've been in your fields. I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty. Either that or your tragedy.